I know when I first started with SEO and the algorithms are constantly changing. So really having that support as to exactly, how do I go about this? And then what do you do over and beyond? So yes, we handle the digital, but what else can be done? As you mentioned, events. So, is it my wife was president of the PTO for 3 years. I think that was the max. And then you had to change to a different position. So or PTA, PTO. I know depending on the school, they call it different, but what should we be doing? Should we be sponsoring events? Should we be working with the schools? How early, what grade? And I think having that roadmap and then you just really just go after it, right? Just kind of have that blueprint of exactly what you should be doing. So am I missing anything there? But I
Oh,
know that's crucial.
yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, getting into the schools, and we have specific parts of our marketing that have us intertwined with the school systems and not just in a, "Hey, this is what we do," but, "Hey, we're here to help," and be a part of the school's fabric, which is just another component to what we're doing with Jungle.
Yeah. I in my experience in marketing, too many franchise brands try to hit home runs, and
Right.
it's not necessarily about home runs, it's about having small wins, and, getting to a certain number of Google reviews is important. Having enough followers and on social platforms just to be able to capture attention with updates is important. And then how do you manage those effort and activities for the GM, for an example? Like, how do you know they're actually going and doing those things? There's more than you have to do more than one thing and have more than one campaign and strategy to be able to win the game. And so we're attacking it from still an old school. One of them is an old school targeted mailer to households that have a 14 to 16-year-old kid. That's a list that's fairly cheap that you can attack at the right time with a great call to urgency or an offer. That's still really effective. And then a budget based on each school within a certain amount of rate, a certain number of the school. And we can really be strategic about when they go, what they say, what they offer at certain times.
Yeah, I read somewhere direct mail is dead, and I call BS on that. Direct mail is not dead. It's how you go about it.
You now know the single biggest trap to avoid. But what about the complete roadmap to success? Avoiding failure is critical, but proactively building a solid financial plan from day one is what ensures you thrive. This clip was the warning. The full episode is the cure. For the A to Z playbook on preparing, funding, and launching your franchise the right way, watch the complete guide to franchise financing, linked now in the description.